Have you ever looked at an old rusty tool and seen something more? Not just a piece of metal, but a story waiting to be told. That's exactly what happened to me. It all started with this big, old saw blade. It was just sitting in a corner of the workshop, covered in rust and forgotten. It had probably cut through countless pieces of wood in its day, a real workhorse. But now, its teeth were dull, its purpose served. It was destined for the scrap heap. But I couldn't just throw it away. There was something about its circular shape, the sharp, jagged teeth, the history etched into its surface. It looked like a sun, a fierce, industrial sun. And that's when the idea struck me. Why not give it a new life, a new purpose? Why not turn it into a clock? The first step was the cleanup. And let me tell you, it was a battle. Years of grime and rust had really set in. I started with a wire brush, scrubbing away the loose flakes, the air filled with the metallic scent of old iron. It was tough work. My arms were aching, but with every layer of rust I removed, a little more of its original character started to shine through. It was like I was an archaeologist, uncovering a hidden relic. After the initial scrubbing, I moved on to sanding. I used different grits of sandpaper, starting coarse and getting finer and finer. The goal wasn't to make it look brand new. I wanted to keep some of that weathered, rustic charm. Those little pits and imperfections tell a story, you know? They're a testament to its past life, and I wanted to honor that. Slowly but surely, the dull, brown surface started to reveal a beautiful, steely gray underneath. It was incredibly satisfying to see the transformation happen right before my eyes. Once the blade was clean, I had to protect it. I didn't want all my hard work to be undone by future rust. So, I applied a few coats of clear lacquer. This was a magical moment. As the clear coat went on, it deepened the color of the metal, bringing out all the subtle textures from the sanding process. It gave it this gorgeous, semi-gloss finish that just popped. The blade went from being a piece of junk to a piece of art. Now for the fun part, turning it into a clock. I found a simple clock mechanism online, the kind with long, elegant hands. I thought the contrast between the rough, industrial saw blade and the delicate, modern clock hands would be really interesting. The blade already had a convenient hole in the center, which was perfect. I carefully installed the mechanism, making sure everything was snug and secure. Then came the numbers. I debated for a long time about what to use. I could have painted them on, or used vinyl stickers. But that felt too ordinary. I wanted something that was as permanent and crafted as the blade itself. So, I decided to have the numbers laser-engraved. The precision of the laser cutting into the steel felt like the perfect modern touch to this old tool. I designed the layout, making sure the numbers were perfectly balanced and clean. I meticulously measured out the positions for 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then filled in the rest. Watching the laser etched the numbers onto the surface was mesmerizing. I had to be patient and precise, making sure each one was perfectly aligned. It took a while, but seeing it all come together was worth every second. Finally, the moment of truth. I put in a battery, and the hands started to move. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It was alive. The sound was so quiet. A gentle whisper of time against the silent, solid steel of the saw blade. I attached a heavy-duty hanger to the back and found the perfect spot for it on my wall. And there it is. It's more than just a clock to me. It's a piece of history, a conversation starter. When people see it, they always ask, "Is that a saw blade?" And I get to tell them its story. It's a reminder that with a little bit of imagination and effort, we can find beauty and purpose in the most unexpected places. That old, forgotten things can be reborn into something new and wonderful. Every time I look at it, I don't just see the time. I see the journey. I see the dusty corner of the workshop. I feel the ache in my arms from scrubbing. I remember the smell of the laser and the precision of the engraving. It's a symbol of transformation, a testament to the idea that nothing is ever truly finished. It's just waiting for its next chapter. And for this old saw blade, its new chapter is to quietly mark the passing of time, hanging proudly on my wall. Thanks for listening to my story. See you in the next one.